setup today. I got my professional microphone on. My dogs are in the room, so we'll see about that. So today I wanted to speak about a video I posted on Instagram regarding what happens when someone passes away and you are just an acquaintance, a friend, and you have no clue what to do. So the video talks about it, and I can share on YouTube as well. But the video talks about how over the weekend we learned that the sibling of an acquaintance of ours passed away unexpectedly. That brought up so many questions in my mind. I was so in my head. Thinking about what we should offer, what we should send, what we should give, and through kind of all the options, and I'm like, you know what, I think we should give them food gift card, right? So a DoorDash or whatever you use, Uber Eats or whatever, right? In my mind, my train of thought was, when someone is passing away, or when someone passes away, you have necessities. Our body has necessities, right? We cannot go to the bathroom for someone, but we can help them with food, right? We cannot go to bed for them, but we can help them by taking other responsibilities that they might have so they can sleep calmly and peacefully, right? So today I wanted to speak about kind of how can friends of someone who's passing away, or friends of the family of those who are passing away, can help out. After I posted that video on YouTube, on Instagram, I got a couple of messages asking, like, I cannot afford a DoorDash gift card, or that doesn't feel right, like, this is what I do. What would you suggest? And I have so many ideas and recommendations, and these are just everything I say is from my personal opinion, my personal view of that I've gone through this a couple of times myself. I remember when my brother passed away, we're from Colombia, my family's all we have, like, not all we have, but we have a huge family, and everybody pitched in. Someone called the funeral home, someone else kind of made the flower arrangement, someone else did anything. After he passed away, we went to my grandfather's apartment, who lived one floor below us, which was beautiful. And his partner at that time had purchased food for us. We had someone, and we were just my dad's family in the room, just talking and just being there with each other. It wasn't more, it was just food, maybe some drinks, and just company and family. When my mom passed away, my dad asked me to, we had moved to a different city, we had less kind of family resources, to call it that, and my dad asked me to take care of the funeral arrangements because we knew she was passing away. It was terrible. It was the worst thing I've ever done. Obviously maybe not the worst thing, but it was really, really, really difficult. I had no clue what to buy. My dad was like, don't buy something too fancy, they're all super expensive. I thought, you're not going to use it, we're going to cremate her body. It was so stupid in my mind. Nowadays I still believe it's so stupid. I made a video interview with someone in the kind of funeral arrangement and planning, and we talked about how obsessively expensive funeral arrangements are and ways to cut costs. So today I wanted to share some ideas of how I think you can help. First of all, helping with a clean home is a beautiful act of love, right? I've had clients that have asked their friends, can you pick up the laundry for me? Can you, fold it? It's just so simple as folding laundry. Can you walk the dogs? Can you feed the dogs? Can you, change the baby? Can you, there's so many acts that don't need actual money. So think about all these things, right? We go through life, right? For example, I have 2 dogs. My sister has 2 kids nowadays. So what do we need for our situation? We need someone that takes the dogs, can walk them, can feed them, can, maybe bathe them, play with them, entertain them, so we don't have to carry that. I know we need to eat food. I know we need to clean the house. I know that for example, it snowed over the weekend. Can someone come and clear away the snow from the driveway? All of those are just acts of love that are so simple for us when we're not in that grief mode, but so difficult when we're grieving. So in my situation, my family members were passing away. When my brother was passing away, I was in high school, it was senior year. I had a senior year project. I started, I never finished it because the director of our high school said, don't worry about it. I'm like, you know what, it's just one less thing to worry about. I would focus on my brother, building those memories, asking him questions, all of that, right? But for example, it would be so helpful if someone picked me up from school, took me someplace, right? All of those things I would have appreciated so much. Someone that would have come to the house and be like, Patty, what do you need? What are you not taking care of because your mom is not around, your dad is not around? What, as a 17-year-old kid, what do you need? And maybe I don't need it. And sometimes I needed someone to be here and be like, hey, do you need help with school homework? So I know my school offered me math tutors because math was just really, really complicated for me. And I had a free math tutor. I would go in the mornings and she would help. And she's like, I'm still to this day grateful for her, right? So those things that it's just sometimes I hear people saying oh, but they're not asking. As a griever, someone that has experienced anticipatory grief, we have no clue what we need because we are not in that mode. I needed someone to drive me to see my brother, to pick me up from seeing my brother. I needed someone to help me with, we had someone that helped at home, but can you guide her? Someone that helped me with the groceries. When my mom passed away, can someone offer to call the church to do the kind of reception or whatever it's called? I don't know. Can someone call the funeral home? Right? Someone to figure this shit out. I'm sorry about the bad words, but it's a lot. So when I hear that someone else loved one has passed away, I go through all of those steps. I remember I love chocolates. I still love chocolates. I love flowers. But at that point, it's not helpful and it's so wasteful and it's so much money. I wish someone would have spent that money on paying for my Uber, paying for my gas. Those things that are tangible that I can I need it right now. Right? A flower, I cannot make much with a flower. And maybe that's just me being very conscientious, being very fact driven. But this is my channel and I share my opinion, so you can share your opinion. When I posted on Instagram, some people said that they gifted those glass candles. I love candles. I think they are beautiful kind of reminders. Just think about what you would need in a situation. Just think about when you're sick. What do you need when you're sick? Do you need food? What do you need when you're sick? Do you need someone to pick up the kids from school, take them to school, clean them, wash them? I don't know, right? So use kind of your imagination and put yourself in their position as a human being. What are the needs of everyday needs that we have? And let's focus on solving those for those people that are grieving. So if you have any questions, any topics that you want me to address, I'm happy to talk about them. And if you want to kind of reach out, look for me on Instagram. Instagram or send me an email.
So let's get started. So talking about mediumship, one of the biggest questions I get is, are they safe? Are they okay? Are they, how are they? And I think that my first reaction is like, they're fine. They're perfectly fine. Like they're better, not better, obviously, right? We're selfish people.